Okay, I'd like to welcome all of you to another one of our co-founder pool funding Zoom calls, and appreciate everybody here that's attending live. If you're catching us on YouTube, we encourage you to come to our live session and interact with us. Your input would be valuable. All right, so a lot of things going on. I feel pretty good that we can get these signups done for the people that did leads done for you, and following up with also with those that also did the pool match me, so leads done for you. We'll be flipping a switch on the traffic here soon. Things are pretty close to ready for that. Being able to offer the agent where you can purchase your own customized agent, AI agent for uh, you know, regular daily payments on top of that, a $30 research and development fee, monthly fee, payable in USDT. I'm hoping we'll have that by Friday. And then behind that, we have several other things. We need to pay back the assurances for everyone. We're going to be, you know, having to put together a database for that and, so automate that. We want to set up a smart contract for people that want to pay. Instead of making a daily payment, they want their payments to be automated. So that's right behind that. And we have several other marketing things working in the background. And we'll see how those go. But we got different groups doing different things and supporting each of them in their efforts. So we're running into the end of November here. For me, it's already the 26th. You guys are wrapping up the 25th over there in the US. So yeah, I really want to see us, picking up speed here. So definitely don't want to be in a hurry and wait mode. Let's kind of like see where we're going, and like in baseball terms, you want to hit the ball where it's going to be, not where it's at, right? So you swing towards where it's going to be. So everybody needs to get into the swing of it now. So for rapid growth, okay. A couple things that you keep in mind when it comes to rapid growth. One is creating the rapid growth, and two is supporting it. Okay, so keep those things in mind. Be mindful of those two aspects of rapid growth, because I like to end the year on the note of rapid growth, and that will impact everything, including the price of both the PFB, PFI. Still kind of earmarking the 2nd of December for opening up the $100 pool. So that's still earmarked to happen, and then a new coin will roll out for that one. There'll be 100,000 of those coins, but there'll probably only be one in circulation for a while until the price gets where we want it to be. Let's see here. Those are my updates. So we can kind of take it from there. This is an interactive opportunity as co-founders would come together. And so I want to hear from you guys. What do you need to know? What do you need to have? What do you need to, see? Where do we stand right now as far as all of you are concerned? Who would like to go first? Does I know Paul mentioned that he's got someone joining us. Are they joining us on the Zoom today?
Yeah, they should be. They said they were going to be, but I'm not seeing them in the list just yet. It's a young lady called Sherry from Australia,
Oh, Sherry from
um,
Australia. Okay.
yeah, but she's not with us just yet. But we finished a Zoom call with her, got her signed up about 45 minutes ago, and she did say she was going to join us if she could, but she hasn't yet.
And so your team is actually in movement. That's what I see from your team. So what is your team doing, and where's the movement coming from? Clue us in a little bit.
It's coming from very close. contact with um, any anyone we find interested in it. We spend time with those people, explaining everything in great detail, answering all their questions. Sometimes it takes days, sometimes weeks for people to finally come around. I mean, I post. I think that the key things that are attracting people to this business, or at least this, it's the things that I'm promoting, are number one, the fact that you only need very few referrals, and but also the fact that you can purchase referrals. That's one of the big key things that are drawing people to it.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, so that, and the fact that there is a passive side to it, so that people can come in and without worrying about having to recruit. But of course, the thing that solves any worry or concern at all is that concept of being able to purchase guaranteed signups.
Now, is this an outbound campaign or is it a posting campaign where you're posting things on social media and then waiting for people to respond? What's working for you?
Yeah, I mean, speaking personally, I only use Facebook, and I make posts on my profile, which are varying different types, different little videos, different little teaser posts, and just inviting people to ask for information. And then I do my level best to get into real conversation with those people who respond, rather than just sending them links.
And then is that internationally from where you're at there in the UK or
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
talking to people from all over because like she's in Australia, Sherry, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So I've got team members in Australia, in Thailand with Scott. Scott's part of our team, America, several people in America. So yeah, it's all over.
Okay, very good. Well, we appreciate you being here. I know it's pretty early for you where you're at, with about 3 o'clock in the morning your time, right? So,
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
well, appreciate that so much. All right, well, Scott's over here in Thailand, so he's just a short little plane ride from over here. I could be there in 2 hours if I was at the airport. It'd be take about 2 hours to get there from Manila. How are you doing today, Scott?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, and you?
Very, very good. It's another beautiful day. The weather, I think we're looking at 87 degrees with a cool breeze. All right, so where I'm at.
Okay, probably similar here, but it's a bit cooler in the evening and mornings now.
You got your hand up. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I've got a question about the AI.
Sure.
If you're talking about having lots of being able to dial out and make lots of phone calls, um, how do presume? I mean, if it's dialing like you say, it can dial like thousands. What about the cost of the phone calls?
There's a
Isn't that
cost.
going to be very expensive?
There's definitely a cost. Yeah. So, yep. So that's a factor, right? So, it's not like you want to just to get the AI and throw a list of thousands of people in it. To me, you want to start with maybe a list of, people that that, are already in your circle of influence. And even if that's 5 people, it could do the 5 calls for you. And, in a way, it's kind of demonstrating its power by calling them, right? So, um, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. Just start with it and then build up with it because there is a per minute cost in using this kind of technology. That's of
Is there
course
is there not a way instead of doing phone calls using the social media sites that don't cost anything,
there there
like
there
WhatsApp?
there is
That?
there that's also something the we're gonna the first version is gonna be kind of more for phone calls, but so social media is like WhatsApp and even connecting it to like a messenger or even Telegram. Um, these social media platforms are constantly changing their stuff. So by the time you figure out how to get it to make calls, they've changed something, and So that's one of the frustrating parts about the social media. It's not a stable thing where it, just I constantly see those that are attempting that, they're constantly having to update, so bear that in
Mm.
mind that
Okay.
yeah, they're so, but when it comes to doing text messages and things like that, that's super powerful. And of course, email, right? So
Mhm.
it can be very human-like in the way that it's going to have a correspondence back and forth email, so it'll be able to do that. So we'll get the agent,
Um,
start with it, we'll play
yeah,
with it, and then we'll get better with it. So it'll be one of those things.
talking about the emails, will it be possible to link the AI to our, say, we've got an auto email system in Leads Leap? Will
Yeah,
it be able to? Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So it can attach to a lot of things, right? So they call them webhooks. So you use webhooks to connect it. And that's how it works with social media, by the way, using webhooks. Um, but yeah, if the more stable whatever you're hooking into is, the more just. Keep going. So email is very stable, phones are very stable. And something like what you're talking about, Leads Leap Public, pretty stable. So once it's rolling, then it can keep on rolling, right?
Okay.
It's very exciting though, right? Yeah, are you guys excited about
Yeah.
this rollout with the AI? Who's excited about it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Good
Very.
deal.
Yes.
Yes,
Sir.
Right. And realize it's going to be new for all of us. It's going to be as new for me as it is for you, right? So I've been observing so far what other people are doing, but I haven't personally done anything. So we're going to be doing this together. So we're gonna have a crash course, if you will. But hopefully not too bloody of a crash, but it's going to be a crash course, all of us learning how to do this together once it rolls out. But I'm expecting it to be a fun experience. So yeah.
Our new team member has joined us now. Sherry has joined us.
All right. Well, big shout out to Sherry. I understand you're in Australia. Is that right? Welcome, Sherry, to our co-founder call.
Hi, how are you? Yes, I'm from Australia.
Welcome to you. We're glad to have you here. We like to make it known that we're kind of like a level playing field here, even though I'm the founder, the creator of Pool Funding. Our system really is, it pays like everybody, it's got a slice of ownership. So, and we're very open to people's input, and everybody's got something that they can add to and contribute to what we're doing. So we'll let you put the hat of co-founder on and see how that feels. So welcome
Yeah,
to
I'm
our
super
co-founder.
excited actually.
Well,
I just got off a Zoom with Paul earlier, so yeah.
what are the elements or the points that got you excited?
You know what? Someone introduced me to this about 4 or 5 months ago, and I've been struggling to actually get on until this morning. So yeah. But and I was a bit confused initially in the beginning, but yeah, Paul sorted me out today, so I'm good.
Let me
Yeah,
let me
but I
let me.
like the community too.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, we're kind of like a family. So I'm going to assert that probably one of the elements that's got you excited is that it takes so few to create such a large amount of passive income, right? So
Yes,
it
that is super
doesn't take a
exciting.
large team, like so many other offers out there. You have to have a giant team to be a millionaire. A small team of 4
Yes.
people that are, dedicated will make it work here for you, reach millionaire status. Well, welcome to our call. We're going to have an opportunity
Thank you.
meeting tomorrow. So that's where you can invite people that want to take a look, they can come to that.
Oh, okay. So that's yeah,
Same
okay.
time,
So
same time
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right. Well, Paul, you got an awesome team here, and Sherry's another example of it here. So glad you're part of the community now, Sherry. Welcome.
Can we
Thank you.
get Sherry into the pool funding Telegram group as well? That would be really good if we could do that.
Yeah. You could just send her my contact info, and then she can ask for me to put her in.
Okay,
So,
awesome.
so
Yeah,
on Sherry on Telegram, it's Bitcoin Ace 101. So 101, right? So
Okay.
I'll get
there's someone pretending to be me, and they usually like to do like a 10 and like an I or an L or something like that. Watch out for the guy pretending to be me. He uses my picture
Okay.
and everything. So if you see two pictures, it's 101.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Sherry, our entire community welcomes you with open arms.
Thank you.
Love
Are
it.
you guys all from the US? The UK?
Nope,
We're from all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm from
Hi,
Any
Canada.
Aussies here?
I'm
USA,
from Canada.
We do have Aussies in. We wouldn't be the first.
And Canadians.
Yep, Canadian.
All right, Maria.
More
Awesome.
people in the US and more people in Australia and more people around the world need what we have here. This is very special and exciting, and people need to understand it and hear about it.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So you had your hand up, Maria Davidson. Go ahead. What's on your mind?
Yeah, hi. Hi. I'm signing up three new people this week, one tomorrow. And my question would be, can they still sign up for a $100? They can purchase two people, or we have to wait for AI now?
Nope, they can do that. So the way they do that, Michelle, yeah.
Because we tried with I have you remember I have a guy in Hungary, and he just signed up, a friend of his, and we tried to do that in her brand new account, and we could not do it. So that's what I'm wondering.
It should work.
If they're still available.
It is available. The process is like this. Let me just make sure I'm on the right account here. Yep, that's the right one. All right, let me refresh it. So if you go to the $1 pool, it's not there. Okay. So if you're looking for this in the $1 pool, it's not there. Okay. Because it's not meant to bring referrals into the $1 pool. It's only for the $10 pool. Okay. So if you're in the $10 pool, you're going to see this done for you lead generation. You can click on buy now. Let's see, there we go. And then they should have a short video to watch and the instructions. And I know it says leads here. We just haven't had a chance to update this yet, but basically this is one paid sign up and this is two paid signups. So you're either going to buy one sign up or two signups, depending on how you toggle between the two. So 5 gets you 1, 10 gets you 2. Okay. And then you click.
Yeah, I have those. I have 2 coming to me too.
Yeah, and then you click purchase now. It wants you
See, that's what.
It wants you to fill out the user data form. So you got to fill out the form, right? And then you submit the form. And then it should.
And then nothing happened after you did the form. We did the form and click on submit form, and then nothing happened.
Okay. Well, you might be right. Then maybe the programmer, I got to talk to you're making me aware of something then I'm not aware of.
Yeah. Because we tried a few times, Even Peter was on for a while, try to figure it out if we can do it.
Yeah, I will talk to the programmer, make sure that it'll make a payment, because it should go from filling out the form to now asking for a payment, right? So
Yeah. I purchased mine weeks ago, and that worked that time. But we tried it today and didn't work. So that's why my asking, because I have a person I'm signing up tomorrow, and that would be nice if they would get the two people very fast, you know.
You got a
This is
whole
this is all people that I know here in my city, you know, all San Jose people. I'm not marketing, I'm not doing anything. I'm just talking to people I know and that I know they need money. And and you know what? Nobody said no yet, so I don't know.
Well, there you
Nobody
go.
said no yet.
So what are you saying? How do you start that conversation? What's your your opening line usually?
Uh,
You want to make some
I'm just
money,
telling.
or what do you
Yeah,
say?
basically, and you know, I'm telling them AI thing because AI, everybody's so excited about AI. They're just looking at me, oh, but it would be so exciting to have that, you know. So, and I'm telling people how incredible this program is. Not just that we make money, but people we are with, you know, the group is incredible. I mean, I never had a group like this before, you know, where people are friends and they help each other. I mean, Peter is my sponsor, and I can literally call him anytime, and he will be there anytime. You know, so that's what I do for my people too. You know, they can call me anytime they want to. So that's very unusual. You know, very unusual.
Yeah,
So
we
people
want to
like
duplicate
that, and people know me. You know, I would not try to do something that I don't believe in 100%. You know, so they can feel that. You know, I'm so excited that people get excited. You know.
Well, let me tell you, that's usually the one thing that holds people back is that they're not excited enough, right? So
Yeah.
what happens is people dampen their excitement for one reason or another, and then when they talk about stuff, it doesn't have that air of excitement as they present
They-
it, and then
Yeah,
they
they pick up your
realize that
energy.
they're
Yeah.
they're the ones that's holding back the message, right? Because they're not
Yeah,
excited when they're presenting it, you know. So
I know. I'm so excited I can sleep. So
yeah, and even by saying that, just by saying I'm excited, that's a good way to start the conversation. In fact, that's probably universally, if you want to introduce anything to anyone, regardless if it's full funding or something else. If you start the conversation like, "Hey, I am so excited, and
yeah,
I want to tell you something," right? And if that's how you start the conversation, you're going to have the attention of the person that you're talking to, and they'll be like, "Okay, well, what are you excited about?" Right?
yeah,
And then you say, and then from there, just talk. What's interesting is that what you talk about afterwards doesn't even have it doesn't really matter. The only thing that really matters is the energy of excitement. And as you keep talking and you get that level of excitement in your voice, people will pick up on that and they'll want to do it too, right?
yeah. You
Because
know, I live in
whatever
San.
got you excited, they want to be excited too. Just the idea that people want to be excited about something, and if they run into someone that's excited, okay, what are you doing? I want to do it too. It's not what you say. People get hung up on words.
And you know, I love to work with people that I know because that's so much fun. And I literally can change their life. That just gives me so much joy that I cannot tell you how much, you know? So
Exactly.
yeah.
All right.
So somehow they can tell, you know.
Well, your team has really grown. You're one of the fastest growing teams in the community. So
Yeah, Tommy just signed up his girlfriend today, a Hungarian one. So I have extra Hungarian.
yeah,
And she's
great.
gonna sign up her sister in a day or two. Yeah.
When are you going to go back out to Hungary?
In June, next June.
Okay.
I'm typically there for 2 months in summertime.
Okay.
Yeah, I love to
Well,
be there.
it's gonna be great next June. You'll have a whole bunch of people
I know.
waiting to see you at the airport, probably. You'll have probably a
Do
big
you,
entourage.
do you know what my goal is? That I would like to fly with business or first class in my first time in my life. That's my
Oh
goal.
yeah. Oh, you haven't done that yet. That's the only way.
No.
If I'm going to do a trip longer than 3 hours, I have to be business class. It's really hard to get this 6'4" frame into those little tiny
I know.
economy seats for, and sit there for
Yeah.
like the flight back to the US for me is the shortest one is 13 hours, so 13, 14, 15, 16, depending on which airline.
Well,
I cannot do economy.
I know it's crazy.
Even if I'm right by the aisle, not the aisle, but what do you call it? The exit where you have all that leg room. Even with that, It's just
Oh,
too
we
cramped.
did that on the way home from Frankfurt, and that was not much better. Tell you, I had to pay extra, but there was not much better, you know. So so I'm going first class.
Yep, yep. It's usually about double the cost of the economy is what it costs, but
Yeah, yeah.
it's worth every penny.
I
All
know.
right. Let's see.
Thank
We got
thank you
iPad.
so much looking into it.
You're welcome. I'll be jumping on that today for sure.
Awesome, thanks.
Programmers say that we got to connect that so people can pay for it. Yeah, I know there's people that want it. All right, I'm getting an invitation here to from Sherry. So let me just say hi back to her real quick. I'll connect you to the group, Sherry, after the call here. All right, so we're good there. Okay, iPad, that's David. Go ahead, David. What's on your mind?
Yeah, was there a recording from yesterday?
There
'Cause I
was
wasn't able to make it yesterday. Okay, and I didn't see a recording as I was looking for it, but
it was a short one yesterday. And I just didn't have a lot to, I needed to check on quite a few things before I start talking about. So you got that today from me. I told you where we stand now. So clear
yeah, I came
direction.
in just a few minutes late and the recording had already started. It's like, dang, did the call start a half hour earlier or what? Because I
No.
got on like at 2 minutes after the hour or half
Right-
hour or whatever,
right
and
on
it already
time.
started recording.
Yeah, right on time. Right on time. Anyway,
So,
so sometimes I start with a video and I don't do the recording till after the video. I didn't have a video today. So
well, I've got some questions that would probably be better to be addressed after the call at this point. So if you have, would you have some time after this
Sure.
call?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just send me or when you're ready, let me know. It'll be shortly after. I know you've probably got a couple other people to talk to as well, but at some point be in the queue.
Yep. Yeah. Give me a second. I guess I got to talk to Garrett right after this. So I've got that
Okay.
scheduled. And when I'm done talking to him, I'll call you.
And that's the programmer?
Well, that's the AI guy.
AI guy. Oh, okay.
He's the one that's the head of research and development on AI. So yeah, I'm not the
Well,
technical
great.
guy. I'm just the idea guy, you know what I'm saying? So I get ideas and I bring people together around ideas and then but I have the technical people do technical stuff because I even admitted to the programmer yesterday that what he does is just boring to me. I couldn't sit there just looking at funny characters on a screen and have a good time. It's too monotonous. But I'm glad there are people like him that don't have a problem doing that. Because but yeah, he can code things line by line. But it's all a bunch. It's a whole other language and. Yeah, and then the debugging part would just drive me crazy. So I, I mean, for my personality type, um, you could say there's an aspect of me that could be very good at programming, but I just don't have enough interest in it. So that's the problem. So. All
So
right.
there are a lot less bugs, but there's still some bugs to work out. Because I know there was bugs when you had the timer and yada yada yada. It seemed to be a lot more.
Yeah, we've got a new platform now. So the old platform had too many bugs in it, so we set it aside. That's why everybody signed up again.
Right, but I'm saying there's less bugs, but there's still bugs now, but less bugs than there was when the previous platform.
Not really finding bugs per se. Most of it's just teaching the user how to use the new system is mostly what we're doing now. Yeah.
Cool.
But it's pretty clean code and pretty straightforward and we're not asking it to do too many crazy things. Before we had a lot of if this then that, and there's a whole lot less of that now, So it was just easier to code it this go around because there's no qualifying period, and there's no assurance or having to get requalified. And then the timer thing, that timer kept having bugs. So I just get rid of the timer. It's just costing us time to keep dealing with timers doing weird stuff that we didn't expect it to do. So people can make their payment within a 28-hour window. They got basically from 20 hours to 28 hours to that's when the pay now button appears, and they got 8 hours to make that payment. So that's it. The main thing, just teaching the user what to do, and they can set their own alarm.
Would you let us know again tonight where we're at as far as the PFB worth or whatever, as well as the PFI, like where it's at right now?
It's moving up, so people are taking advantage of the dip for sure. Currently at 65,000. So that wasn't too long ago, guys. We were down here at, well, that says 10,500, 11,000, something like that. So that was back in, what day was that? The 5th of November. So on the 5th of November, we were down at 11,000. Okay. Now we're on the 25th of November and we're at 65,000. Okay. That's a good movement this month, coming off the sharp dip over here, right? And then over here.
Well, it's doubled from what I did the other day, which was after the 5th, but certainly not in the recent week or two.
You've already
But
doubled
it
your
doubled
money.
from then,
You
so
already
that's
doubled
good.
your money, yeah. We're at 4,000, almost 700, 4,700 on PFI, but I'm seeing spikes up to like $9,000. Yeah, last time I looked at it was 9,000, but this one says
Is PFI a little
8,000.
bit more volatile than the PFB, or it just depends on the transactions that are happening as to how volatile or how big a swing it is?
It's all relative, so like $100 would move PFI, but on PFB $100 wouldn't make too big of a change, you know what I'm saying? But so it just kind of depends on what you're putting into it, right? So there's definitely more upside potential on PFI because we know it's going to end up around 500,000. PFB is going to end up around 1,000,000. And then, those would be the high tops. And then we want to range from there, 250,000 to 500,000 on PFI and 500,000 to 1,000,000 on PFB. So we want to range for a period of time on the coins. But like to hit those highs before the end of the year, guys. And I think we're going to do it. I think we're gonna end up seeing before the end of the year we're going to hit $1 million PFB and a $500,000 PFI.
Is there a certain point that you want PFB or PFI to be at by December 2nd when you introduce the $100 pool? Or that really doesn't matter where it's at? I mean, it might if it's really bad, so to speak, but
it doesn't matter. What matters is that we'll put our attention on the $100 pool because there'll be a mad rush into it for sure. You can count on that. So yeah,
great.
There'll be a mad rush into the $100 pool for sure. All right, so that's great. Yeah, we might kick it off right in a meeting like this. We'll probably maybe do maybe the December 2nd meeting would actually be a kickoff where bring your USDT and let's go. Give you guys an address and let's see what happens. All right, so Dave Hansen, you've been very patient. Thank you for hanging in there. You're from Canada, right?
I am.
Yeah, which part of Canada?
I'm in Ontario,
Ontario, very good.
right across from Detroit.
Ah, okay. Looking over Detroit. What's on
Yep.
your mind?
I got here just a little bit late, like David did, and I was wondering if you have a timeline for the bots.
Yeah, we want to launch the AI agent where you can get your own customized AI agent. We want to get that to you, by the end of the week. My target is Friday, but it's in the
Okay.
hands of Garrett and the programmer, the two of them. So we already have the platform. The platform's done. It's already done. We're just tweaking it now, and so we can make it so we can clone it. Basically, that's what we're
Okay.
doing. So
So are we going to have to teach it what we want it to do, or is that going to be set up beforehand?
you just basically need instructions, and hopefully we make it as user friendly as possible. So, and I've seen videos on the platform and how it works. And, yeah, it's pretty, when you click on something, you have a form, right? And then you can, it tells you what you got to put in the form, right? So,
Okay.
you just, it's pretty straightforward. Probably the biggest challenge is something called Twilio, which is what you
Yeah.
you need to get your phone number from
Phone
Twilio.
numbers.
Okay. And so to be able to, have an outbound agent, it has to have a phone, even like inbound. So you need to get a Twilio phone number. So if you want to go ahead and study up on Twilio, you'll be ahead of the
I think I
curve.
have one still.
You
I
already
don't
have
think
one? Okay.
expired, but
Yeah, so you need a Twilio number that you can use, and that's, basically a, phone number. And yeah,
Okay, would you spell Twillo?
I could show it to you. It's fine.
And is
Twilio.
there a certain fee for that phone number per month or whatever, or per year or what?
There is. So, realize the agent is going to have some third-party costs, just like you buy a car and you still got to give it oil changes, right? And you still got to put gas in the tank. Every once in a while you got to change the tires, An AI agent's kind of like that. You're going to have third-party costs.
so is the initial cost like around $30 or?
Yeah, 30 R&D, right? Plus your daily payment, even in the $1 pool, that would count. I think it's Twilio. I mean, it's one L, not double L.
It's one L and there's no W.
Twilio. Okay, that's how you spell it. Okay, so I'll put that into the chat here. And
Yeah, it's this one down here at the bottom.
yeah, the red eye logo. So chat. So here's the name of what you're looking for. Just Google that, and then go ahead and at least be mentally prepared to get a phone number that you can attach to your AI. Okay. That, to me, that's the hardest part. Everything else can be set up in seconds. You can be making. I saw a demo of it, and within seconds, it was making a phone call. You know what I'm saying? Like dee 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 dee, and okay, make a call, and you give it a phone number, it'll call. But you can also attach a list, and it can make calls. So yeah, yeah. So it can take inbound calls as well. So you can have people call it, right? To me, that's probably the smarter way to go. Get people to call your AI agent. Let me demonstrate AI by you calling AI, right? And see if they're calling AI, then you're going to have less fees, right? Because it's an incoming call, whereas an outgoing call, you're probably going to be paying, could be a long distance call, right? So depending on the carrier that you use, right, might cost you something. Some of you have a nationwide plan, like in the US, and you can call anywhere in the continental US, unlimited. Some of you have that plan and probably use that plan, I guess, Anyway, we'll dig deeper as it rolls out. We're so close, I can taste it. I don't want to stick my tongue out, but you can imagine if I stick my tongue out, that's how close I feel we are to having it. So, All right. So pretty exciting. Paul Thompson, you get your hand up.
Yeah, there's a question in the chat there that hasn't been asked before. I think it's about one or two of my referrals have this kind of question in mind. Is they paid for referrals inside of pool matching?
Pool matching. Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, the priority is the lead's done for you. Then I promise the people from Pool Match Me that I'll cover them too. So if you paid for Pool Match Me, you got 2 referrals coming, two signups. So, and it's just a matter of traffic. So we're dialing into it this week. So, that's my expectation. So
Awesome. Thank
So
you.
yeah, it's gonna finally happen. I know you've all been very patient, but we've had some unexpected things happen and threw the game plan off for a little bit, but we're back on track. Make it all happen. Okay, so I think what we learned today, that's probably the most important aspect of our call today, is how important excitement is. I'm a big, big preacher of that. I preach excitement. I'm telling you guys, it doesn't matter what you say. What matters is how you feel about what you're saying. People are not hung up on the words that you use. They don't even remember what you said. All they remember is how they felt when you were saying it, right? And it's transferable emotionally, right? So get yourselves all into an excited state. Let's end the year in a frenzy of excitement. All of us being excited against each other and all like rubbing off on each other, and just bubbling. And that's, the fast growth is going to come. The little couple elements that people are looking for, they're about to fall right into place. But are you ready? Right? Because without your excitement, you're not ready. Okay. Be excited. Just, try talking to people, So some of you just are just waiting for things to happen for you. And I'm telling you that you'll be a better leader, a better coach, a better guide inside Pool Funding the more you try, right? Any hesitation to try is going to rub off on the people direct to you that come in underneath you, and you're going to get a whole bunch of whatever you're putting out. And if what you're putting out is a lot of hesitation, then your team's going to come in and that hesitation is going to rub off on them, and then so on down the line, right? You don't want hesitation to be what rubs off. You want excitement to be what rubs off. Can we agree on that? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm telling you what works, because we can do a lot for you to put a team together for you, but how you treat that team, it's going to matter on how you are, not how I am, how you are. You're going to be the most important person to them. There, as a sponsor, nobody's more important than the sponsor whenever you're doing a team build. Okay. Sponsor is number one. Okay. And you got to take that role serious. Like, you want to be the example that you want to see on your team. Be the change you want to see in the world, right? So be the kind of person you want as people joining your team. Be that person, And if you want a team of a bunch of duds or a bunch of people just like waiting for something to happen, if that's what you want, then all you got to do is just wait for something to happen, and that's what you're going to get. Okay. But if you want a team that's excited, and you want a team that just can't hardly wait to tell the next person about Pool Funding, whether that person came through AI or they just ran into them at a gathering, there's going to be a lot of gatherings now that it's the holidays, right? So you run into someone at a gathering and you're talking about whatever, and I got to tell you something, I'm so excited. And then they want to listen to what you're excited about, Try what I'm telling you. You'll find that all your concerns about looking dumb or looking stupid or not being able to say the right words, all that self-doubt, it's irrelevant. Okay? It actually has no meaning. It's a little game going on in your head, but the reality is no one's paying attention to what you're actually saying. But they are paying attention to how they feel when they're with you and you're communicating. That's what they're paying attention to. How do they feel being around you? And you just want to be that personality that people like to hang out with. Be a personality that's fun to talk to, and that's excited. That's the main word of today. So if I want to underline today's word of the day, it's excited. So how about everybody, we can do something different today as we wrap up this call, and everybody can just say, I'm excited. I'm so excited. We can just end the call with that. And let's do it together. How about that? Sound good?
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
We're so
You gotta play-
excited. We're all
So
excited.
excited.
Play the Pointer Sisters.
I'm so excited.
All excited.
I'm very excited about the direction of Pool Funding.
All right. Way to go, guys.
You got to play the Pointer Sisters next meeting.
Sounds good.
All right. Have a good night, guys, or day.